South Park, Family Guy and The Simpsons are three cult animated series that have marked generations of viewers. But did you know they could be set in the same universe? That's what we're going to find out in this first theory.
Next on Comedy Central, an all-new South Park.
I hear those kids' voices are done by grown-ups.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I just wonder how they keep it so fresh after 43 episodes.
There are many clues to suggest that South Park and The Simpsons are connected. For example, in the episode Simpsons Already Did It, from season 6 of South Park, Cartman creates a secret society called the Sea People, who hear an uncanny resemblance to characters from The Simpsons. It turns out that this is a reference to the Simpsons season 8 episode The Genesis Tub, where Lisa creates a miniature civilization in a jar. Coincidence? Maybe not.
So, how are my little Stone Age tub dwellers? Oh my gosh, they're evolving so quickly. They've already reached the Renaissance.
This isn't the only example of crossover between the two series. In the episode Cartoon Wars Part 1 from season 10 of South Park, the inhabitants of South Park hide in a bunker to escape a terrorist attack provoked by a controversial episode of Family Guy. Yes, a scene like that, that's a crossover with the third series. But who do we find in this bunker? Yes, Bart Simpson and his family. They have come from Springfield to take refuge in South Park, which implies they live in the same world. And that's not all. In the Family Guy season 13 episode The Simpsons Guy, the Griffins find themselves in Springfield after fleeing Quahog. They meet and befriend the Simpsons. In this episode, Kenny, the South Park character who dies every episode, is briefly seen in the Springfield courthouse. This means that Kenny has made it to Springfield, confirming that South Park, Family Guy and The Simpsons are set in the same universe. South Park, Family Guy and The Simpsons are more closely linked than you might think. But why do these three series wink at each other so much? Is it simple homage, mockery or mutual respect? You be the only judge.
Bet nobody would possibly blame Token for all this.
Let's move on to the second theory, which concerns the most detestable character, or for others, the most favorite person in the entire series. You guessed it, we are talking about Eric Cartman. Cartman is an obese, racist, egotistical, manipulative, and above all, unscrupulous boy who doesn't hesitate to do the worst atrocities to achieve his ends. But what if everything he does is just a figment of his imagination? What if South Park was really just Cartman's dream? There are several elements that support this theory. First of all, Cartman is the most important character on the show, appearing in almost every episode. He's often at the center of storylines and he manages to get away with it despite his reprehensible actions. He seems to have an influence on everything that happens in South Park, as if he controls the script. For example, in the episode Scott Tenorman Must Die from season 5, Cartman manages to get revenge on a teenager who humiliated him by making him eat his own parents. A diabolical plan that's more fantasy than reality. And above all, why wouldn't he end up behind bars for the rest of his life? This makes no sense at all. What do you think about it? Secondly, Cartman is the main character who has the most dreams and hallucinations in the series. He often dreams of situations where he is the hero, the leader or the savior, and where he dominates others. For example, in the RSMO episode of season 8, Cartman disguises himself as a robot to spy on his friend Butters, only to find himself embroiled in a wild adventure where he is pursued by secret agents, scientists and movie producers. A daydream that reflects his desire for fame and power. Finally, Cartman is a character with the most contradictions and inconsistencies in his story. He often changes his personality, his behavior and his memories, as if he were reinventing his life with each episode. For example, in the season 2 episode Cartman's mom is still a dirty slut, Cartman discovers that his father is actually his mother, who is a hermaphrodite. But in the episode 201 from season 14, he learns that his real father is actually Jack Tenorman, Scott Tenorman's father, who he killed and fed to his son, who is now his brother. How else can we explain these twists and turns, if not by the fact that Cartman dreams everything that happens to him? As you can see, everything is Cartman's dream. South Park is just a projection of his twisted mind, allowing him to indulge his urges and desires. But what if Cartman were to wake up? Will he be confronted with? Will he continue to dream? What do you think? Tell us in the comments. Let's move on to the third and final theory, which concerns South Park graphic style. South Park is known for its rudimentary animation, which mimics paper cutting. But what if this wasn't an artistic choice, but proof that South Park is in fact a simulation? But well, first of all, South Park is a series that makes fun of everything and everyone, including itself. It doesn't hesitate to break the fourth wall. It means to refer to the fact that it is an animated series. For example, in season 7's episode Concerned, the kids discover that South Park is actually a reality show created by aliens who have been watching them for years. A nod to the fictional nature of South Park, which could be a simulation. Secondly, South Park is a series that's played with the codes of animation, using special effects, transitions and changes in style. For example, in the episode Major Burbage from season 12, the kids get drugged with catherine and find themselves in a world parodying the movie Heavy Metal, with more elaborated graphics. A contrast that underlines the artificial side of South Park, which could be a simulation. Finally, this series, with its graphic anomalies, reveals the limit of its animation. In season 6 episode The Return of the Fellowship of the Ring to the Two Towers, the children embark on a quest inspired by the Lord of the Rings. But we can see that the set is made up of simple photos pasted onto cardboard. This highlights the fact that the whole thing isn't realistic. South Park is merely an illusion created by higher forces, who use the series to entertain, manipulate or study Earth. But who are these forces? Aliens, humans from the future, or gods? That's it, that's the end of this short video about 3 South Park theories. What do you think? Which one seems the most plausible? Do you have any other theories? Don't hesitate to say so in the comments. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for following us and see you soon. Bye bye!